What's up, y'all? I'm Trey from 52 Blocks Empire, also known as 52 Blocks NT. Just want to come talk about some boxing, a few topics, a few things that have been going on in the sport lately. Tap in with me. Mm, mm. Wait for a few people to come join before we start. I wanted to talk about some Bill Haney, the Bill Haney and the Sean Porter interview. That was a great interview. That was an interesting interview. Wonder who else saw that. Mhm. Put a 5-2 in the chat when you jump in. Put a 5-2 in the chat. Also, let me know where you from when you join. hmm Wait for a few people to get in here. Mm, yeah. Hope everybody had a good day. I know there'll be a lot going on. Don't let nobody stress you out. Gotta stay strong. Only the strong survive. It's 2024. It's the Kobe year. It's the year to get to it and grind. You know? But yeah, Bill Haney, yo. We all need a father figure like Bill Haney. That's an interesting guy right there. A lot of us should take notes from Bill Haney. How he raises children, how he manage, how he promote. We could learn a lot from Bill Haney. For real. I don't know. A lot of people hate on him. I don't know why. Maybe it's jealousy, but that man deserves a lot of respect. A whole bunch of respect. For real. hmm What he did with his sons, well, with his son, amazing. You know, followed the Floyd blueprint, and the work and the hard work and the discipline and dedication is paying off. It's paying off. A lot of people like to come at Devin Haney like, oh, you ain't from the town, you ain't from the streets, you ain't been through such and such. That don't mean nothing. He's still getting in that ring just like everybody else, still fighting, still getting victories. That's all that matter. We gotta take our hats off to him and Bill Haney, yo, for real. But I was watching the interview with Bill Haney and Sean Porter, and Bill Haney was talking about a lot. Um, he mentioned Teofimo. He talked about the Bernard Hopkins situation. If y'all wasn't aware of that, when Bernard shoved him, Bernard whispered in his ear like, "Yo, let's go to the bathroom." That couldn't have been me. It probably would have went down right there. Don't tell me let's go to the bathroom. Nah, we gonna do it right here. I ain't trying to hear all that. And then Bernard Hopkins shoved him, gave him a little push. Oh yeah, it would have went down right in front of everybody. It would have been the movie. Like we got to do that. It is what it is. It's gonna go down right here. But yeah, he brought up those situations. He threw a lot of shots at Bernard. How he said, he said he still got that jail mentality. That had me like, oh, that's crazy. He was talking. Threw a few shots. He threw a few shots. But what stood out the most in that interview was how he just promoted his son and how he stood 10 toes down. He was focused on what he was there for, like to promote and to just show that the Haneys is here, and I respect that. I respect that so much, yo. I look up to what he's doing. I look up to what he's doing. I look up to what he's doing. A lot of us ain't have fathers like that, you know. That's going, be there every step of the way. Tell you don't get distracted with the streets and everything. He focused. His son is focused. He also threw shots at Teofimo. He called him Teofimo. Huh. That's a good one. He called Teofimo Teofimo. When I heard that, I said, this guy is funny. Funny. he mentioned how Teofimo and his father are pricing themselves out of a fight, which I agree on. I definitely agree on that. I saw that when Teofimo father said he want 20 million to fight Devin Haney. Once I saw that, I instantly thought, oh yeah, they definitely pricing themselves out. They not really looking forward to a fight. And I'm not saying they scared, I'm not saying they don't believe in themselves. But you never got paid that much, close to that much for a fight before. So why would you want $20 million to fight Devin Haney? That's outrageous. So once I heard that, I instantly knew that they was pricing themselves out. But yeah, Bill Haney he talked about a lot. Talked about making adjustments in a fight. He talked about how he studied a lot of the greats. He mentioned a lot of the throwback trainers. He mentioned, like I said, he mentioned how he learned from Floyd. So he surprised me on the type of the knowledge he had for the sport as well. He mentioned how he did his research. He put in his hours, which you can tell by the way his son turned out. So I look up to stuff like that. I look up to what he's doing in boxing. I clap my hands to them. I definitely clap my hands to them. What another thing what also stood out was how mentioned that Sean Porter mentioned how Tank isn't going to fight Devin Haney, and when Sean Porter mentioned that Devin Haney isn't in the plans, that surprised me because I didn't expect Sean Porter to make a statement like that, because a statement like that makes it's gonna give people a certain perception of Tank. It's gonna make people look at Tank like he's like he's avoiding Devin Haney, which I don't believe. But when you make a statement like that, people is forced to to think that. Bill Haney disagreed though, but Sean Porter seemed like he was adamant in letting Bill Haney know that you're not in the plans. You're not in the plans. If you spoil the plans now, then how that's going to look. And I understood it. I understood it because that's the business of boxing. I understood it. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that a lot of these fighters got certain routes they need to take. And that's the way boxing works. It's unfortunate, but I understand it. If a certain individual isn't in the plans, then if I fight this person, I'm at risk. It's a risk. He's gonna mess up what I got planned. He's gonna mess up the opportunities I got in the future. So I definitely understand what Sean Porter mean when he say Devin Haney isn't in the plans for Tank. Which is, like I said, which is unfortunate. That's a fight that we all would like to see, and I'm glad Bill was disagreeing, because you don't want to put that energy out there. It's crazy because Tank even disagreed. Tank threw a shot at Sean Porter when Tank said, "If I was beating you up in the gym, why wouldn't I fight him?" So that had me crying. Tank not with it. I don't believe Tank is. I believe Tank will fight him, but sometimes people have their team and their managers behind them, and they want to play it safe. They want to play it safe. So that's how boxing work. You got to put yourself in these guys' shoes. If down the line you could continue to make millions, but if you fight this person and he could mess up your potential of you making a lot of money in the future, you're gonna try to you're gonna avoid him until you need to fight him. I don't think really I don't think most boxers is scared to fight, their opposition, but I believe you have to be strategic. It's a business. It's a business. Before I used to look at it like, oh, fight this person, which I somewhat slightly do. I want the big fights to happen. I believe we need the big fights to happen. But I also understand people invest money in a lot of these fighters. People invest money in a lot of these fighters. Which we all Bill Haney invested a lot of money in his son and Devin Haney. I remember he said in the interview, he said how he had Devin Haney going to London. He had Devin Haney sparring guys all over Chicago, New York. He brought so many people to fight his son, which is fire, which is what you need to do, which is how you really raise a dog. You're trying to raise your son to be the best fighter in the world. So you gotta put him around different competition, take him to outside of the United States to fight guys over there in Russia, different styles. He needs to see different looks. So Devin Haney was raised since young to do this fighting. He was raised since young. So Bill Haney is official, kept him out of the streets, kept him involved in any, negativity. I don't know why a lot of people hate on him for that. Like how Regis was saying, oh, you was a private school kid. You come from, you come from money. It is what it is. It is what it is. You can't knock him. You can't knock him. His pops did what he needed to do. Bill Haney did the right thing. He did what he needed to do. He official for that. Back to when, let me bring up again when Bill Haney had the situation with Bernard Hopkins. What was fire to me, it made me laugh, was when as soon as Bernard bumped him, Bill Haney instantly went to promoting. He instantly went to promoting. Like I said, you would have bumped me. Oh, I would have just started throwing. Oh, we it's going down right there. I'm not even talking. I'm not even saying, yo, what was all that for? What we doing? You bumped me? Then it's up. It's lit. It's going down. But Bill Haney, he was in a business setting, a lot of reporters, a lot of cameras. As soon as he got bumped, he instantly looked at the camera and started promoting his son, Devin Haney, best fighter in the world. Fire. That was elite. That was hard. I was like, oh nah, this guy got it. This guy got it. Official. It seemed like Bill Haney is a lot more vocal than he used to be. Seemed like he's a lot more vocal than he used to be. In the past, like he always bigged up his son. He always, helped with the promotion. He always was, like I said, a little vocal, but now it seems like he's a lot more vocal than he used to be in the past. I guess who wouldn't? Your son beat Loma and he beat Regis, two guys. His status is getting higher. Why wouldn't you be more vocal, So I respect it, I definitely respect it. Shout out to Bill Haney, shout out to Bill Haney. So yeah, that's what's up, that's what's up. Another topic, another thing I wanted to touch on was Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields. Do y'all think she's going to fight Bumgarner or Alicia, whatever y'all want to call her? Do y'all think that fight will happen? Me, I don't think so. And to be honest, of course, I would love to see that fight, but I don't think that fight will happen. If that fight does happen, Claressa is going to hurt that girl. She's going to hurt that girl. They're already like 3 to 4 divisions separate. I think Bumgarner is in what, 130, 135, 140. Claressa is what, 168? Come on. So they got a lot of Bumgarner got a lot of room to catch up at. I know she said she'll fight Claressa at 147, but Claressa not with going down. And another thing, Claressa keeps saying I call the shots, which she does. She is the GOAT. Yeah, they both undisputed, but Claressa is the GOAT. She's the one. She's the face of women boxing. She is. Not by a lot, not by so much, because Alicia been getting her name up. But we all know Claressa is the GOAT of female boxing. But it's crazy how that whole situation between them two even started. That catches me off guard. That shocks me to this day how it even started. Because I remember when Alicia was fighting, I forgot what opponent she was fighting, but I think it was in Detroit. And Claressa was there. I don't know if Claressa walked her out, but Claressa was at the fight, showing her support, smiling in the background, recording footage. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, these girls they homegirls. They vibing. They on the same team. They on the same page. We see Alicia working with, you know, Tony Harrison. So she in Detroit. We all know Claressa is from Detroit, or, you know, Flint, Michigan. So I'm looking like, oh, they in the same corner. They rocking with each other. They cool. And then I'm like, oh, that's heat. That's fire. You got two women, both at the top of the sport, and they supporting one another. I'm like, oh, that's fire. That's crack. Look how it just switched. That's the thing with a lot of these females, yo. Female friendships ain't as tight, in my opinion, and from my experience and what I see. Females switch up on each other so quick, yo. They switch up on each other so fast. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of snakes out here too when it comes to men. But females, they bonds, they friendship is fragile. Any little thing, and they just switch on each other. Just switch, yo. So for when I saw Alicia call out Claressa on Twitter, I was like, wow. Not disappointed. Like I said, I was shocked because I wouldn't even think. Not saying I think she had the courage to fight her, but like I said, I thought they was cool. So I wouldn't think she's gonna call her out and want to, you know, put her on blast to like, I knock you out, I want to fight you. She also commented on that video when Claressa got, you know, knocked down and sparring. So for me to see Alicia do that, I was shocked. I was like, wow. And you could tell that really hurt Claressa a lot, because she was upset. She kept talking about it. You know, she kept saying, I thought she was a friend. She took that real personal. Which I understand. You know, that's how females is. They way more emotional than men. So I wasn't surprised that she took that personal. Wasn't surprised at all. But if that fight was to happen, I see Claressa knocking her out. I don't see that fight going to fall. I see Claressa stopping her. Yeah. I don't see that fight. Going that far. I don't. That's a money fight though. That's a big money fight. But I don't see it going that far. I'm looking at that fight like maybe how Terrence Crawford did the Spence. Maybe that's how that fight gonna go. It's gonna be amazing, but that's a money fight. That's a fight that's not gonna last that long. It's gonna sell because we all know Alicia been getting a lot of coverage lately. She been getting a lot of eyes on her with her wins, a lot of wins she been getting. Of course, you know, she just was proving that she didn't take steroids, so that'll be a big win. That's big, but like I said, that'll be fire. That'll be a big money fight. She's definitely. We all know Alicia is pretty. She's fire. We all know she fire. Claressa is not a bad looking girl either, you know, but she's not. If you want to choose, a lot of people is gonna say, "Oh, Alicia look better," but so that's why it's also gonna sell. As men, you know, we like to see looks, so they're gonna support that off the rip. But yeah, that fight right there, I would watch it, but it's not gonna end well for Alicia. Claressa is not playing with that girl. Of course, because she's angry now. She thought they was friends, so she's coming to kill if they fight. She's coming to kill. And like I said, that fight is not happening at 147. Claressa stated herself, like, that girl need to move up. She can move up and fight her, but she's not coming down in weight, which I understand. Like I said, Claressa is the GOAT. She called the shots. It don't work like that. Y'all saw how they saw each other on a plane? That's funny. It's crazy how shit work. What if it would have went down on a plane? What if they would have really gotten their emotions as females and started fighting on a plane? Oh my God, that would have went viral. That would have been epic. Getting it on a plane. Claressa walking through the aisle. She see Alicia like, oh, what's all that? What's all that you was talking? Alicia like, what? What you mean? What's all that we was talking? And Claressa just stole on her. That would have been crazy. They ran into each other twice. So if they was to fight, it's a lot of build up. So that joint it would be sell. It would sell. It would be interesting. They ran into each other twice. They ran into one another when they was at I think Des Bryant had a tailgate. They both was there. They both was hosting it, which is crazy. They both was hosting it. Then they ran into each other on a plane. I don't know where they was going. I don't care where they was going, but they ran into each other on a plane. That's a sign. Maybe they should fight. Maybe it should go down, you know? But we all know how that's going to end. We all know how that's going to end. If Alicia was to beat Claressa Shields in the fight, that'd be one of the biggest upsets of all time. If Alicia was to beat Claressa Shields in the fight, that would be one of the biggest upsets of all time. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody's expecting Alicia to beat Claressa. Maybe if it's at a certain weight, if it's at like 147 or 150. But if they fight at 160, 168, or I'll even say 154, no way. If Alicia beat, that's one of the biggest upsets of all time. I don't care what nobody say. Crazy. But that's something I definitely would like to see. And I paid my money for that. I think I paid my money for that. But that's something I definitely would like to see, man. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think, yo. If y'all think who y'all think will win, would y'all like to see that fight, you know? Put y'all 5 tools, comment with y'all 5 tools and who y'all think will win. For real. Comment with the number 5-2, who y'all think will win. For real. What's up with Terrence Crawford, guys? What y'all think about Terrence Crawford? What do y'all think about Terrence Crawford? He's an all-time great. Of course, that's what I think about Terrence Crawford. But we all see that Spence just had a eye surgery not too long ago. So we know that fight isn't happening. That rematch isn't happening yet. That rematch is going to take a long time. Spence has to heal. He has to get right. He has to heal. So that rematch isn't happening. It's just not happening. And I'm going to be honest, I don't even know if I want to see a rematch right now. Like, I'm not even too big on the rematch no more. Because a lot been going on with Spence lately. So I don't even think I want to see a rematch, you know? I don't even think I want to see a rematch. I would like to see Terrence Crawford move up to 154 and go after Tim Tszyu. I would like to see him move up to 154 and go after Tim Tszyu. Or I would like to see him go up to 168 and fight Canelo. Why not? I believe he'd do a better job than what Charlo did. In my opinion, I think he'd do a lot better than what Charlo did. But yeah, I would like to see Crawford versus Tim Tszyu. I believe Crawford could go undisputed in 154. I think he could be undisputed in 154, which is crazy. He already was undisputed at I think it was 135 or 140. Then he moved up to 147 and was undisputed again. I think he could move up to 154 and be undisputed. I think he could clear all that out at 154. For real. I think he could clear all that out at 154. Fight Tim Tszyu, get that belt. Then fight Charlo, get that belt. Why not? I think he stops Tim Tszyu. I think Crawford stops Tim Tszyu. I don't think Tim Tszyu has the fast enough feet to get away from Crawford. I don't think Tim Tszyu did prove that he had some defense his last fight when he fought against I think it was Mendoza. He showed better defense than when he fought Tony Harrison. So I think Tim Tszyu definitely is improved on his defense a whole lot, a bunch. I think he improved on his defense a bunch. But against Terrence Crawford, Tim Tszyu will get stopped. He will get stopped. Terrence Crawford I think he's gonna break him down from the body up, from the ground up. I think Terrence Crawford got, not even I think, I don't want to say I know Terrence Crawford got too much in his toolbox for Tim Tszyu. He got too many styles for Tim Tszyu. He can switch it up at any time. Different combinations. He switch up the pace of the jab. He could step back and counter. He could push forward, fight with the front foot and counter. Come on, he could do whatever. He could do too much. He could do too much. Could do too much. Being aggressive. He's a natural counter puncher, but he could be aggressive and counter. Make you throw something just so he could counter. Like, he's different. He knows too much, but That's why I got the question mark, because I'm curious and I'm waiting to see who he's gonna fight. Terrence Crawford only got about 2 more fights left, y'all. Then he's retiring. I don't know what everybody think. He doesn't have too much longer in the sport. He's been in the sport a long time. Terrence Crawford is how old? How old is Terrence Crawford? I think he's 36 years old. Let me check and see how old is Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford age. I think Terrence Crawford is about 36 years old. 36 years old. Look, he'll be 37 this year. Come on. I don't see him fighting till he's about dead. No, he's not fighting till he's 40, but he's 36 years old. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. And I know he's trying to retire at the top of the game. He's trying to retire at his best. Come on. So that Earl Spence versus Crawford, I'm not even big on that no more. Like I said, I don't even expect for that to happen right now. I'm not even really looking for that. I would like to see Terrence Crawford fight Tim Tszyu or Charlo. I believe Spence should go after someone else. He should fight someone else. Of course, if it does happen, I'm watching it regardless. But I don't think Crawford should wait to fight Earl Spence. I gotta check and see if I could do some more research and see what's going on with the contract. I saw some talks about Terrence Crawford trying to void the contract because I guess he doesn't want to wait too long to fight Earl Spence. So, and if that's true, then I hope that does happen, because I'm not trying to wait till almost the end of the year for these guys to fight again, when Crawford could have went after. Like I said, it's so many people at 154. You got Charlo, you still got 3 of the belts, and you got Tszyu that got 1 of the belts. You could still fight both of them, take those belts, and be undisputed at 154 and make history again. And then we really gonna be saying we already got Mayweather right here. We got Crawford right here. If Crawford become 3-time undisputed in 3 different divisions, then we gonna be talking like, okay, is Crawford better than Money May? That's gonna stamp him. He already stamped as an all-time great. He's already an all-time great. This is already the Crawford era. But if he becomes 3-time undisputed in 154 division, then it's like the argument is crazy. That's like it's gonna become the LeBron, like how we talk about the LeBron and the Jordan debate. Crawford and Mayweather, if he becomes 3-time undisputed, that's how it's gonna be. People gonna have a legit argument to say, oh no, Terrence Crawford is the GOAT. He's better than Mayweather. And I'm not gonna be mad if they say that, I'm probably gonna disagree, but I'm not gonna be mad at all, because if he does that, that's amazing. That's different. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on with him. I see Terrence Crawford put up a pic. Yeah, I saw that picture he put up with his new hairstyle. He had he had the straight back hair. It's like a fro, but it had a little part. He looked crazy. I ain't judging no man, whatever, but that was a fun. He looked funny. He looked funny. But he could do that. He a millionaire. He having fun, He looked funny. He looked like he was I don't know if that was in the 70s, the type of hairstyle he had. He belonged in the 70s or whatever, the type of with that hairstyle. You could tell he just living life and just doing what he want, I guess you could do that. When you're making the money you did, you making that type of money, and you accomplishes what you accomplish in boxing. You feel me? You don't got no worries in the world, man. You could do whatever you please, yo. You could do whatever you please. So, shout out to Terrence Crawford, and I'm looking forward to seeing who he fighting. Like I said, I hope he fight Tim Tszyu or Jamel Charlo. I think he could do a lot. I think he could finish both of them. I think he could stop both of them. Like I say, he hits hard. He can switch his style up. So hopefully he goes up to 154 and goes after those belts. I see Anthony Joshua and what's his name? Ngannoua had the press conference. They just had a press conference not too long ago. That's an interesting fight right there in itself. Ngannoua beat Tyson Fury, in my opinion, his last fight. Joshua been on a tear his last few fights. And in my opinion, ever since Joshua lost I about to say Ortiz, he lost to Ruiz. Um, he been on a mission. Oh no, you could say ever since he lost to Usyk, he been on a mission to try to prove himself. He been fighting a lot of. He just been fighting, staying active and moving, which I respect and which I notice that's helping him a lot. That's giving him a lot of confidence with a lot of the guys he's just been fighting lately. He's type been running through them, you know. Um, I think he fought he fought Jermaine Franklin, he fought Otto Wallen, he fought Hellenius. He fought a few guys, you know, just staying busy, not relaxing, fighting almost 3 times a year. He just fought not too long ago. Now he fighting Ngannoua. So I take my hats off to Anthony Joshua. You know, I'm not the biggest Anthony Joshua fan. You know, he's not one of my favorite heavyweights, but you know, I respect him. After I saw what he did to Otto Wallen, that also made me realize. I saw the knockout with Hellenius, but when I saw the how he stopped Otto Wallen, I thought that would have been a tougher fight. I clap for him. I take my hat off to him. So you know, shout out to Anthony Joshua and the steps he's been taking forward to trying to become the heavyweight champion of the world. But him versus Ngannou, I don't know who's gonna win. That's a 50-50 fight. That's a 50-50 fight. We don't got that much footage on Ngannou, but when he fought Tyson Fury, he showed that he can fight. He can box. You know, he can box. He boxed pretty well. He boxed pretty well. He did a lot better than I expected. Got the knockdown. He showed he got some power, and he thinks. He was thinking in there. He was thinking in there. He was thinking in there. He was switching stances a little bit, you know. So he showed that he was thinking in there, and we all know he could take a punch. You've been getting hit with bare fists. You be getting hit with bare fists in the UFC, so we know he could take a punch. So I don't know who's going to win that fight. And like I said, Anthony Joshua been on a tear his last few fights. So he's coming into that Ngannou fight locked in. That's the thing. If you've been looking at Anthony Joshua eyes lately, have y'all been looking at Anthony Joshua face lately? His eyes. He been locked in. He been locked in. That man is focused. That man is serious, yo. He's serious. He's serious. He's not playing. He's serious. So I can see the difference. I can see the difference. I can see it. So that fight gonna be scary. That fight gonna be. I think that fight gonna be a bang out. I think that fight gonna be a bang out because I don't see Ngannou. I never saw when Ngannou was fighting Fury. He wasn't fighting off the back foot. He was fighting off the front foot most of the whole fight. And Anthony Joshua showed he could fight off the back foot. You know, he got he got skills on. He knows how to counter. You know, he knows how to set punches up. He knows how to, like I said, set things up off the jab. So I think Ngannou gonna put the pressure forward, and I think Anthony Joshua gonna try to knock him out. They're gonna try to throw bombs on him. They're gonna try to throw bombs at him. I want to see how Ngannou gonna react because when Fury fought him, Fury wasn't throwing too many combinations. You know, Fury wasn't. He wasn't really throwing too many bombs. He would throw like a 1-2 then back up. I don't see Anthony Joshua being that reactive, you know, with his feet, like moving around too much. I see Anthony Joshua being willing to stay right there and trade with him, which is going to be fireworks if that happened. That's going to be fireworks. So, in my predictions of that fight, I don't know how long that fight goes. I don't know if it's going to be a stoppage. I don't know if that fight is going to go to 12. I don't know. But isn't that amazing how Ngannou, I think they already got him ranked in the top 10 on, I think for the WBC. I forgot which belt they got him ranked. But he already considered one of the top heavyweights in the world after one fight. After one fight, he considered one of the top heavyweights in the world. That's crazy. Like I said, I ain't mad at it. You know, he arguably beat Tyson Fury. But imagine how a lot of the other heavyweights feel that have been putting in work for years. How this man already ranked higher than them. Man, it's guys that have been boxing for years that still didn't get the opportunity. You know? That's crazy. I think I would have rather saw Ngannou versus what's his name? Zhang, the guy who knocked out Joe Joyce. You know, I thought I would have rather him fight Zhang first, but it's like he just going to the top guys. If Ngannou beat Anthony Joshua, he might as well just go after Deontay Wilder. Even though Wilder, a lot of people might say Wilder shot he owed, just to put Wilder on your resume. Because if he arguably beat Fury, but it's a loss on his resume, and he beat Joshua, then he beat Wilder. Come on, that's gonna be ridiculous. Imagine what's that's gonna do for Ngannou resume, for his legacy. If he arguably already beat Fury, he beats Joshua, and he say, you know what, give me Wilder. You know, Wilder, sell up. Come sell up. Let's get it on. And he beat Wilder. That's gonna be retarded. Then I guess next he fight Usyk. If he beat 2 out of those 4, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. That's gonna. I don't know. Some people might say, shit, put him in the Hall of Fame. Nah, don't put him in the Hall of Fame, no. But that's gonna be crazy. Put him as definitely one of the top fighters in this generation if he does that. Yes, if he does that, put him definitely in one of the top fighters of this generation. If not in totality, but you can say one of the best heavyweights. If he beat 2 out of the top 4 heavyweights, he got to be up there. He got to. But that fight is gonna be. I'm looking forward to seeing how that fight goes. And shout out to Saudi Arabia. They know what they doing. They're not wasting no time. They just had a card. Like I said, they're a reckoning card. They not playing no games. They know what they doing, bro. They know what they doing. They doing business over there. We got to get them their respect. They giving us fights. They're not wasting no time. They know what we want. They know what we want to see. We want to see good fights. We want to see boxing. So shout out to them. I wonder who they gonna have on that undercard. I gotta see who's gonna be on that undercard. But shout out to the Saudis, yo. They doing their thing. And they also I see they made a statement saying how they willing to pay Tank and Haney. Ooh. They already giving us Joshua and Ngannou in Saudi. If we get Tank and Haney and Saudi, wow. They already paying that bread. You feel me? They already willing to pay more than, I guess, the venues over here for them to travel over there. That's going to be lit. Let me find out the Saudis trying to take over boxing. Epic. That's going to be epic. But if Joshua, that's the thing. If Joshua let's say Joshua knocks out Ngannou, do he deserve credit? I think so. I believe he does. But what if some people want to say, oh no, he do UFC, Ngannou only fought one time? I'm not buying that. I'm still giving him the respect. That still count. Like I said, Ngannou damn near beat Fury, but it's going to be a lot of people that say, oh, he do UFC. You know how the internet works. You know how it's haters. You know how this is the world we live in. People are not going to get, a lot of people not going to give him respect. Like, oh, you beat a UFC guy. You were supposed to do that. That's what they're going to say. Oh, you were supposed to beat him. You were supposed to knock him out. You were supposed to win, which isn't fair, because if Ngannou beat him, then Ngannou going to get all the credit in the world. Ngannou going to be looked at as, like I said, top tier. Once he beat Joshua, he automatic moving up in the ranks. You beat Anthony Joshua, you might as well fight the winner of Tyson Fury. Yeah, I say you might as well go after Wilder, but shit, you could say, all right, give me Joshua, give me the winner of Fury Usyk for the belts. If he beat Joshua, that put him in position to say, I want the winner of Fury and Usyk for the belts, for undisputed. That is gonna be crazy. That never happened. This man came from UFC. He almost beat Tyson Fury. He damn near beat Tyson Fury. If he beats Anthony Joshua, that puts him in position to fight for the undisputed heavyweight championships of the world. And if he wins and becomes the undisputed heavyweight championship in the world, that I don't know. I think that's gonna make boxing look real, make boxing look a little crazy. How y'all let this man come from a whole nother sport and beat you guys. But that also gonna make Ngannou look like a god. That's gonna make him look amazing for his legacy. That's gonna be crazy. If I was any Joshua or any one of these other top heavyweights, you feel me, like Wilder or whatever, or even let's say Zhang, and I would say you could say Dubois, you could say Dave, what's his name, the guy who beat Daniel Dubois, who just beat Jarrell Miller. A lot of these guys that's right under the top. If I was them, I would be going crazy. I'll be throwing shots all day. Like Ngannoua, who you think you is? You ain't come fight me. You ain't prove yourself. Yeah, you almost beat Fury, but you ain't fight me. Prove yourself to me, which I believe is a little more fair. I believe Ngannoua should have had, I don't want to call it tune-ups because he doesn't really have no boxing experience, doesn't have no amateur background, doesn't have any boxing, doesn't have a boxing background. He UFC mixed martial artist, so it's multiple arts in one. He isn't a full boxer. So I believe he should have had some tune-up fight. Like he should have fought some other guys before he got to Fury fight. But then it's like people can argue against that and say, look what he did against Fury. Look how he arguably beat Fury. So how could you say he should have had some tune-up fights and he should have been more battle tested when he beat Fury? Didn't get the decision, but if you watched it and you feel me, you paid attention to what's going on, he won that fight. Got the knockdown. Walked him down all day, landed some right hands, didn't take a lot of damage. And Fury elbowed him and he ate that. Give me that. He ate that. I eat those, ate that. But yeah, he won that fight. That's crazy. He won that fight. So I understand why people would say, all right, he don't need no, if they was to argue that and say, yeah, he don't need no tuna fight. He proven that he's ready for the top guys. So which is understandable. But like I said, if both guys win, they both deserve the utmost credit. They both deserve the utmost credit. There's nothing you could say. You can't doubt those guys. You can't be mad at them. You feel me? You gotta get them all the credit they deserve and they need. It's just that simple. You feel me? It's just that simple. But I'm looking forward to seeing what boxing puts on for us in the year 2024. I'm looking forward, As we know, we got the Better Be Bill fight in the works. That's gonna be lit. We got Keyshawn Davis fighting Pedraza coming up. That's gonna be lit. Looking forward to see how he gonna look coming off of the suspension, which is crazy how they do that to Keyshawn Davis like that. How they suspended his last fight for smoking weed, how they took that off for smoking weed. They had me all thinking like, oh, what he doing? He got a steroid, he doing PEDs. That's what they had me curious about. That's what I was assuming when they was like, oh, because they was being a little secretive. They say he was suspended, but they wasn't letting us know what he was suspended for. They kept saying, oh, it's a substance that was in his blood, so he's suspended, and we taking away his last fight. When they said it was weed, I said, oh no, this is something is going on. How many boxers smoke weed? I know he's not the only boxer that smoke weed. Keyshawn Davis is not the only boxer that smoke weed. I know for a fact it's way more boxers that get high. And then getting high, it's not like they're taking a steroid or he smoking crack or he doing coke or he doing dope or he doing smoking weed. Weed is legal in a lot of states. He's smoking weed. Come on. Then he box. That's gonna help him, not thinking about the pain. What if he got what if his head hurting or it help you sleep? So for I think it was Top Rank, or I don't know if it was Top Rank or if it was a WBC, or I don't know which organization, because we got too many. It's too much organizations. They need one. I don't know which one said, oh, we gonna suspend him. We gonna make an example out of him. That was crazy. And they took I can understand if you suspended him, which I don't agree, that was messed up. But I took away his W. Come on. And that was against a good opponent. He fought. I think his name was what? Who he fought? Albright. I think it was Namir or Nair Albright. He got the W. That guy's tough. That guy's tough. He put on. He from Philly. He worked. He grind. He nice. Beat him, and that W didn't count. That's messed up, yo. That was crazy. That's crazy. That's why boxing, yo. You hear people say boxing is the Wild Wild West? Yes, boxing is the Wild Wild West, yo. Some guys get away with this. Others get crucified for doing the same thing. It's wild, yo. I don't get it, but I know this fight he got coming up against Pedraza, that should be a good fight. I'm looking forward to seeing how he works. Some people gonna say Pedraza is old. No, he hasn't been the same since his last couple fights. He's old. I ain't trying to hear that. Once you get in that ring, you know, you fighting, you put on. It is what it is. Matter of fact, let me see Pedraza last few fights. Jose Pedraza, that's his name. Let me see his last few fights. How he did. Okay, he got his. I forgot he fought Arnold Barboza. Word. Okay, he fought Barboza. He got the decision against Richard Comey. Okay, and he lost to Ramirez. Ooh, he lost to Jose. Oh, he lost to Ramirez. Okay, I'm still not trying to hear that. Okay, he went what 1-2 in his last two fights. Went 1-2 in his last two fights, but he fought against some tough people. Arnold Barboza is a problem. That guy's a part. He's a problem. I'm feeding to see his next fight. That guy's an animal. He's a problem. He's been calling out Teofimo for a minute, so I'm looking forward to seeing Arnold Barboza get in the ring again. Whenever his next fight is, that guy's official. But yeah, Pedraza went 1-2 in his last three fights. I don't want to hear that. I want to see I'm looking forward to seeing him versus Keyshawn Davis because he's a veteran. Had almost over 40 fights. Keyshawn Davis only had, I think, 10 fights. Think about that. Pedraza is he used to be a two-time champion. He definitely was a champion. He's fighting against a prospect that only got about 10 fights. That's crazy. He got mad experience. He been through a lot. He know how to fight when his back against the wall. Come on. He's seen so much. Been over 10 years. Come on. You about to fight a guy who ain't been pro, who got nowhere near the amount of fight as you. Supposedly none of the same experience as you. So you could say he could be the favorite. You could say that. If he beat Keyshawn, what? It can't be no excuse. But I believe Keyshawn will win. But I'm just saying, you could tell the type of fighter Keyshawn Davis is for him to even be getting this type of fight right now in his career. I think Keyshawn Davis will be a champion. If not by the end of this year, by next year, Keyshawn Davis will be a champion. And he's in I think 135. He will be a champion. But see, the thing is with Keyshawn Davis, he's not going to. He said he's not fighting Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson said that he's not fighting him. So if Shakur becomes undisputed in 135, you're gonna have to go through Shakur to get a belt. You're gonna have to. Or let's say it don't work out like that. And let's say Keyshawn Davis fight Kambosos, the winner of Kambosos and Lomachenko, which would be early. Let's say later down the line. Because one of them, they fighting for I think the IBO or the IBF belt, one of those belts, they fight for belt. Lomachenko and Kambosos, they fight for a belt. So if let's say Loma win. No, I don't think Loma going to give him a fight. You feel me? I doubt Loma give Keyshawn Davis a fight. So, but let's say later down the line, Loma fight Shakur Stevenson. He fights Shakur Stevenson. Let's say Shakur win. You gotta go through. You gotta go through him to get a belt. Or matter of fact, let's say Loma do give him a fight and he beat Loma and he win. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? They still not gonna fight each other. Get that money because that's gonna be a big money fight. They brothers. That's gonna be a big money fight. You're not gonna fight. He's not gonna fight Shakur and become undisputed. Don't he want to become undisputed? Or what? Or if Keyshawn get about Shakur, you're not gonna fight him. You want to be undisputed, right? So it's funny to see how that's gonna go because Keyshawn Davis say he's trying to be a champion before. I think he said before 2025 or by 2025. Shakur Stevenson is trying to be undisputed. He already got WBC. He's trying to be undisputed. Their paths is gonna cross. Don't get me wrong. I don't knock it. They don't want to fight each other. You know, they brothers, they day ones. I don't got a problem with that. You feel me? I came together. You feel me? You don't want to hurt your bro. You don't want to. I don't got a problem in that. But if one wants to be undisputed, the other wants to be a champion, some got to give. Some got to give. Some. One gonna have to make sacrifice. Shakur gonna have to win undisputed, then move up, and then let the belts be vacant for Keyshawn to get it, or Keyshawn gonna wind up getting the belt, and Shakur not gonna become undisputed because you're gonna have to fight him to do it. You know, so I wonder how that's gonna look. I wonder how that's gonna look. That'll be an epic fight though, but I wonder how that's gonna look. You know, so boxing just got a lot. It's a lot going on in boxing right now, yo. There's a whole bunch going on with boxing, son. With the Ryan Garcia, how he ain't. Oh man, I don't even want to touch on that guy. That guy just be talking a good one. You feel me? And I rock with Ryan as far as Ryan is skilled. You feel me? Ryan got one of the fastest hooks that I ever saw. You know, his hook is extremely quick. How he just throw it from any direction. He just be looking at you and then the hook just come. So Ryan, like I said, Ryan is underrated. You feel me? I don't think he's on the same, you know, skill level as, you know, the other four kings, you know, Shakur, Tio, Tank and Haney. I don't believe he's on the level, but there's a lot of potential still in Ryan. You feel me? And like I said, I believe he's very talented, but he just been doing a lot of talking lately, and I didn't want to believe him. I didn't want to pay him any mind, but he had me thinking, okay, he really wants to fight Haney. As soon as Haney beat Regis, all you see is Ryan throwing out, oh, I'm about to contact you. My promoter's about to contact your promoters. Just writing stuff. But this one I knew it was something funny going on. I knew it was something funny going on for two things I noticed. On Twitter, he put Garcia versus Haney. We all know you ain't the A side, Ryan. If you fight Devin Haney, you're not the A side. You're not the A side. You haven't sold more than Haney. You haven't done enough in the sport of boxing. You've never been a champion. You good, you great, you good. But you've never been a champion. You haven't fought more. You haven't sold more than Haney. You haven't done more in the sport than Devin Haney. So how could you be the A side? That's one. And another thing he put was, I think he wrote, "Oh, I'm contacting your promoters." I think he commented to the fans like, "Oh, I want y'all to see that I'm trying to really make this fight happen." I found that a little funny because I feel like you didn't need to write nothing like that. You didn't need to like let the fans know, like, "Oh gosh, y'all see that I'm really trying to make this fight happen." I looked at that as funny. In the back of my mind, I said to myself, like, "Yo, is this guy just doing this for clout, or does he really want to fight?" You feel me? Is he doing this for clout, or does he really want to fight? So I was skeptical, you know. But when I saw that Ryan put, "Oh, he's going after the Rolly fight now instead of that Devin Haney fight," I swear to God, in my head, I said, I knew it. You're not about to take that risk right away. You're not about to take that Devin Haney risk right away. I knew it. If you had to choose the easier path or the harder path, you could go with the easy path. That's our natural instinct as human beings, to go with the easy path. That's just how we think. You rarely see people say, "Oh, I'm gonna go the hard way first. Get the hard fight out the way, or go the hard route." A lot of us, you learn from the hard route. You don't learn from the easy route. You learn from the hard route. So when I saw Ryan put, "Oh, I'm about to fight. I'm gonna go after the Rolly fight," I said I knew it. I was upset because I'm like, why you do all that talking for? Why? You cheating the fans. People that really, you know, love the sport. And even the people that, you know, like what you giving to the sport. You feel me? You cheating us. You making us look at this whole thing as a circus. Because why would you even move like that? Why would you even put that in the atmosphere when you knew deep down you was never trying to pursue that fight? You knew that. I would have liked from the jump if you would have always said, you only going after Rolly. You on Rolly back. This is who you really want to fight. Which you was mentioning at first, but then Rolly said something about how he not trying to fight you. But even when Rolly said that, you could have been throwing shots at him. You could have been trying to do whatever it takes to call him out and make him change his mind. But instead, like I said, you threw up. You was doing it for clout. You knew you wasn't gonna fight Devin Haney from the jump, and I knew you wasn't gonna fight Devin Haney from the jump. I'm not saying you scared. I don't know what's going on with you, but I knew you wasn't gonna fight Devin Haney from the jump. It was too much risk. It was too much risk. Even though that would have been lit for your resume, you fought Tate. You fought your last fight against I forgot the guy's name. You fought in your last fight. You got that stoppage, and then go into a big fight and fight Devin Haney. That would have looked fire, especially if you got the win. That would have looked fire. But all of that chitter chat and saying you going after Haney fight, I knew you was just doing that for talk. I knew you wasn't really trying to get the Haney fight. I knew it. But like I said, I'm not mad. You feel me? Go after Rolly. Rolly got a belt. So it's not like you going after Rolly and he have nothing to give. Rolly has a belt as well. So you fight Rolly, you get the belt. Then what? You gonna fight Haney next? I doubt it. Which would be, which wouldn't be a bad plan. But I doubt it then. Let's say if you was to beat Rolly. If Ryan was to beat Rolly, he probably gonna price himself out to fight Haney. Just like Teofimo doing, saying 20 million. All these guys probably gonna price themselves out to fight. I don't get it. I guess pricing yourself out is the new way of avoiding. And I don't think none of these guys are, scared, of the next man. But I think a lot of these fighters do know it's a lot of risk. It's a lot of risk when you fight against a certain individual and you know he's elite and you know he could do some damage. It's a lot of risk. Like I said, as human beings, we rather the easy route instead of the hard route. If this easy route right here could get me 2 M's, why would I go the hard route to get 5 M's? It's going to be a struggle. I go that hard route to get maybe 10 M's, but if I go this easy route to get 2 M's instead of going that hard route and get 4 M's, it's not enough of a difference. If it was the hard route and maybe 6 M's, I'd do that instead of But even then, a lot of people still gonna say, "Oh no, a lot of people still go that easy route. Give me those 2 M's right there. Go that easy way. I'm still getting M's over here, so I don't need to go over there and get the 6. I can still go the easy route and get the 2. But people thinking like that is making boxing, like I said, it's making boxing even more of a circus, yo. It's making us not have, that much respect. And like I said, I'm not gonna never come at a fighter because it take a lot of heart to get in the ring. But stop chatting. You got real fans, people that really, love the sport, and we want to see people be great. We want to see elite fights. So why get our hopes up like that? Why get us amped up? Come on, Ryan. Why get us amped up? And then you saying you're not fighting also what's his name? Jose Ramirez next. Come on, son. That would be another good fight. But you talking about you not fighting him next. It's like, come on, son. Who you gonna fight next? Who you gonna fight next? We want to see you fight guys that at least got a name. They don't gotta have a belt, but let them have a name. So come on, yo. They don't cheat us. You feel me? We don't want to be cheated. We want to see real good fights, real good matchups, So hopefully 2024 is the year of good matchups. You feel me? So far we got Usyk coming up versus Tyson Fury. We got we got Beterbiev and Bivol. We got Anthony Joshua and Ngannoua. Those are the 3 fights of the year that I guess we could look forward to as of right now. But it's nothing else on the plate. We still waiting. That's the only 3 so far that we looking forward to see. That's not enough. It's 12 months in a year. We need the whole matchup. Last year, PBC had the whole lineup of the year. Boom, boom, boom. They gave us this. They gave us that. They gave us this. Come on. We want the same thing this year. I want to see a whole lineup of what I got in store. Oh, we also got Teofimo and what's his name? And Jermaine Ortiz. So we got those four pretty good fights lined up so far. Still not enough. You know, we need more, yo. We need more. So hopefully boxing give us the matchups we want and we deserve, you know. I appreciate y'all for watching me, yo. Like and subscribe to the channel. For all the people that watch this on a playback, comment 5-2 playback. No, comment 5-2 replay when you watch this, you know. I appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe to the channel. I look forward to going live with y'all more often. I appreciate y'all again. I'm out.